If this is not comfortable for your knees or ankles or for whatever reason, just sit cross-legged. You will be just fine. We're going to do a little pranayama and open up the spine before we begin. So interlace your fingers and stretch your palms out in front of you and then up over the crown of your head. Good. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, tip towards your right. Reach your right hand off to the side and scoop the left palm into the midline. So I'm mirroring you. And then you're going to reach up and over with your left arm. And as you do this, allow your left hip to release downward so that it doesn't like curl up towards your armpit. Good. And take several deep breaths to open up into that expanse of the left ribs, left lung. Imagine that you're leaning against a wall. So notice if the head, the shoulders, the pelvis can tip back ever so slightly for one more breath. And then come on back up, hook your thumbs this time. Lift up, squeeze the block with your inner ankles, find that mula bandha, hug into the midline, and then tip towards your left. So reach your left hand out, scoop your right palm in, armpit scoops in, and then lean. And as you lean, start to find some freedom to draw down through your sitting bone, your right sitting bone. And again, imagine like you're leaning back into a wall with head, shoulders, hips. And then when you're ready, come back up and interlace your hands once again. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, twist towards your right. So go ahead and take your right hand behind you, take your left hand to your right thigh, lengthen your spine, and turn to the right. One more deep breath in to sit up tall. Deep breath out to wring it out. And then come back to the center, hook your thumbs, reach your arms up, get tall. And as you exhale, twist left. So take your left hand behind you, your right hand to your left thigh, squeeze into the block, and turn towards your left. Deep breath in. Nice, deep breath out. And one more like that. Inhale. Turn, wring it out as you exhale. Lovely. Good, and then come on back to the center. And from here, go ahead and reach your arms up over your head and make fists with your thumbs released and pointing in. And just really lift up. So this is the meridians of lung, pericardium, heart opening up. Move your lungs into the front body. Yeah, get really broad and open through your chest. Kapalabhati pranayama. You're going to take a breath in and then a short, sharp breath out through your nostrils. The inhale will just come naturally. Yeah, so inhale about 60% capacity and begin. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale completely. Interlace. Take a big breath in. Another sip in. And hold. Draw your chin to your chest like a cork on a bottle. Jalandhar Bandha. When you need to, release and exhale. Good. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Move your block out of the way, come on into your first down dog, and feel free to move around, move and groove, bend your knees, shake out your head. Say good morning to your first downward dog of our practice. Take one more deep breath here in downward facing dog. And on your next inhalation, roll forward like a wave. Come high on your tiptoes. Tuck your tailbone. Look back towards your belly as you roll forward into plank. And your head will come forward last but not least. And then bend your knees and lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Let's put that on repeat 3 more times. Inhale, plank. Exhale, yeah, nice. Downward dog. Finding that fluid spine. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. And last one on your own breath pace. Amazing. From here, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, lower to hands and knees, cat-cow tilt. So if you want to add some wrist stretches, you could flip one or both hands around. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round it. Yeah. If you're doing just one wrist at a time, switch to the other. Give your other wrist and shoulder and chest a little love. And then come back to neutral. So if your fingers are flipped, flip them back. Come back to a neutral spine. Reach your right leg back. Oh, and before we do this, I should mention, you're going to want just a little space to your right and left. So you can clear water bottles, props, whatever you've got over to the side. And yeah, so basically you want space to do. I don't have space to do. Okay, so you want to have space to do this with your leg. Right, so make sure you've got a little clearing before we begin this vignette. Right leg back, left arm forward. Hug into your core, palm of the left hand spins into the midline. And then as you exhale, round. And then as you inhale, reach. And then as you exhale, calf goalpost arm with your left and doggy on a fire hydrant with your right knee to right wall or right shoulder. Yeah, and then inhale, reach it back. And repeat it. Exhale, hug it in. See if you can kiss your knee. Inhale, reach it out. And then exhale, cactus with your left, doggy on a hydrant with your right. And one more time, inhale, exhale, inhale, awesome, exhale, inhale, lower your left hand and lower your right toes, and then reach your right toes on the ground all the way over to the left. And then look over your left shoulder. So you're going to get this yummy side bend from your right ankle to your right ear. Push down into your hands, hold your ground, keep your foot on the ground, and slide it all the way over to your right with a straight knee. Look over your right shoulder, see your toes. Keep the foot on the floor, slide it over to the left. Keep the foot on the floor, slide it over to the right. Do one more. Bring your right foot straight back behind your left knee. Spin your left shin back. Reach your right arm overhead, Viparita Parigasana. Reverse gate pose. So your right foot and your left knee will be in line with one another. I can't tell if we're frozen or not. I think we might be frozen. Are we? Are you there? Wiggle a hand if you're not frozen. Okay, cool. Thanks. Now from here, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Lift your right leg up. And then pulse your right leg 5 times, finding that glute. 5, like up to the ceiling. 4, straight knee. 3, flex your toes, spread them apart. 2, 1, keep it up. Stay here or bend your knee. Reach back, catch your ankle, and kick. So you choose, catch and kick or keep it straight. Yeah, and if you're kicking to the ceiling, try to hide your foot behind your right hip. Kick to the wall behind you rather than the ceiling. Walk your awareness up, all the way up the back of the heart, the back of the neck. Maybe reach the head to the toes. One more breath. Awesome. And then without slingshotting out of it, come on back. Let's find our way back to all fours. And the other side. If you want to shake out your wrists, go for it. Come on back, shake it out before you do that second side. So this time it'll be left leg back, right arm forward, palm to the midline. Take a moment and find that spinal balance. And if you're sinking into this shoulder, push the floor away. Make space, starting from the back all the way through the joints of this arm. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, reach it out. And again, exhale, hug it in. Inhale, reach it out. Now cactus, right arm, left knee to the left. Doggy on a hydrant. And 2 more like that. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale. Exhale, half goalpost or cactus arm. Left knee to the left shoulder. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, goalpost, doggy on a hydrant. And then inhale, reach. Lower your right hand, lower your left toes. Reach your left foot all the way over to the right and look over your right shoulder. Find that side bend from ankle clear up to left ear. Push the floor away. And then keep your foot in contact with the floor. Slide it over. Look over your left shoulder. And then slide it around and over. You can go up and over pets. Teacups, coffee cups. 1 more of these. Obstacle course. Okay, and then from here, find your left foot in line with your right knee. Pivot your right shin back and reach your left arm over your head. Viparita Parigasana, reverse gate pose. Yeah, good. We're having little Zoom blips, it seems. I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. Okay. Peek up under your armpit, press the front of your pelvis forward, lean your shoulder blades back. For 1 more breath. And then from here, lift your left heel to hip height. And take 5 little pulses. Up and down, flex your toes. 4. Nice. 3, 2, you got it. 1. And then bend your left knee, reach back, and see if you can catch your foot. And you can keep your knees straight if that's not in the cards today. And kick the foot back behind you, to the wall behind you, not the ceiling above you. Reach your head back towards your toes. 2 more breaths. And then without flinging, if possible, gently release. And come back to all fours. And then come back into downward facing dog once again. Yeah, shake your wrists out if you need. We'll meet in that down dog. Take a moment for your wrists if you'd like. Good, deep breath in. Full breath out. Lift up through your sitting bones as you inhale. Exhale. And then look forward and step, hop, or float all the way to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, circle your arms down, around, and up. And exhale, gather your hands to your heart. Inhale, circle your arms, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And as you exhale, step, hop, or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg and pause. And square your hips. 1 more breath. Square hips, inhale. Exhale, hug your knee to your chest and step your right foot forward between your hands. Reach your right arm up, easy twist towards the right in your runner's lunge. You can press off of the ball of your left foot, go forward through your crown, See your right thumb tip with your left eye and hold your ground. So just like when you were on all fours, watch if you're sinking into your left shoulder and make space starting in the upper back, right at the spine. Push the floor away, protract the shoulder blade. Make space down the left arm as you reach like someone's pulling on your right wrist. One more breath. And then lower your right hand, lower your left knee, reach both arms up. Good, eagle arms, either right arm on top like a big hug, like so, or right arm on top, grab your right wrist with your left hand. Draw your forearms forward, and then up if you have the wrist, upper back bend, Ardha Anjaneyasana. Press down into the right foot, left shin, hug your inner thighs to the midline, find that buoyancy at the base. 2 more. And then as you inhale, look forward, release your arms up over your head. And as you exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank pose. Right hand to the midline, Vashisthasana, side plank, right side. Peel your left arm up. And reach it overhead. You can modify on your right forearm. Start to turn your heart from the right armpit open to the ceiling. Stay here or cradle your head with your left hand and relax the head into the hand so the tip of the left elbow and the nose point to the ceiling. Open your lungs, firm your thighs, activate your glutes. One more breath. Come back, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg lifts. Square your hips. Take a full breath here. Spin your outer left thigh down, inner left thigh up. One more. Inhale, square hips. Exhale, hug your left knee to your chest and step your left foot through. And then twist. Peel your left arm open. Easy twist. Press from the ball of the right foot, and from there feel reach through the crown of the head without slack. So if you're kind of drooping into the arm, bending the knee, rounding the spine, can you take out the slack? Like a starched shirt from the crown to the ball of the foot. Push, like you're pushing off a wall to go forward, get through, and then go around. Go through yourself to get around yourself. See your left thumb with your right eye. Wringing and soaking breath by breath. And then as you exhale, left hand down, right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left over right, either big hug, right, or eagle. Grab your left wrist. And then scoop your forearms forward and up if you're holding the wrist, upper back bend. So you can stay here the whole time. Your choice. Press down into the left foot so you fire up the muscles at the top of your left thigh. So you're not just sinking. You're finding your ground floor, root of the legs, pelvic floor, deep belly. And then from that buoyancy, there's more of a wave, a crescendo, a buoyancy at the base to spring up and back rather than sinking, soggy. 2 more, find that spring, like a fiddle leaf fern, coiling up and back. And then gently unwind, inhale your arms up. Awesome, exhale, plant your hands, plank pose. Left hand to the midline, Vashisthasana, side plank, palm or forearm. Peel your right arm open. Yeah, good, take it over your head. And then from your left armpit, start to swivel your heart upward. And then cradle the head with your right hand if you'd like. And just relax your head into your hand. Firm your glutes and your legs so you have that base, that foundation to push off of and grow tall. through your spine, your breastbone. One more. Awesome. From here, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva. And then we'll meet back in downward dog. Take 3 cleansing breaths. And then look forward, step, hop, or float. Top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose. And stay. Good. From here, right arm on top of left like you just did. Eagle arms, right on top. Big hug or grab the wrist. Your right arm is on top. You're going to take your left leg on top. Float your left foot. Wrap it once or twice from the top of the thigh. Squeeze your arms and legs like ropes. And then feel your breath widen into the sides of your rib cage. Keep it, and if possible, fold down so that your belly rests onto your left thigh. Yeah. And can you look out in front of your eagle arms as you crouch? Exactly. Squeeze your arms and legs. Lift it back up, eagle. Take one more breath here, and then we're going to unfurl our eagle wings and legs and open everything into half moon. So go slow, open. Your right hand can grab a block or right hand to the floor about 2 feet in front of your right baby toe. It's like a big yawn in the morning. It feels so good to coil up and then unfurl, open up. Yeah, nice, Cindy. Reach and lengthen through your spine, open your hips, your shoulders. Now we did this kneeling, so if you want to do it here, bend your left knee, catch your foot, Chapasana, or stay with this straight leg, you choose. Two more. From here, listen carefully, slowly let go if you have the foot. Doggy on a hydrant like you did on all fours. So left hand can come down to share the block with the right hand or to a separate block or to the floor, a water bottle, whatever you've got. Left knee to left shoulder. Now some of you may need to bend your right knee, and that's okay. You can bend both. Some of you can straighten the right, some of you can straighten both. But I want your left leg in front of you, not back here. You won't feel your glute working at all if it's back here. You want it this way. And the more you can move the foot and the toes to the wall in front of you, the more you'll feel your glute activate. That's what we want. Yeah, and it's okay if they're bent. Now, good. Can you stay where you are and look forward? Yeah, Jane, that's it. So look forward, lengthening from your belly button to your chin. One more breath. Stay here. 3 more breaths, or plant your hands and take this whole shape upside down. Push, press, maybe add a little hop, up off the ground. Bottoms up. The action that's going to help you lift up is your left knee lifting up like doggy hydrant and also moving forward. It's going to open your pelvis and give you a place hold so that your pelvis tips up right over your shoulders, right over your wrists, and then maybe you catch some hang time. Yeah, Cindy, bring that knee in front of you, towards the wall in front of you, those French doors. Yes, that way. I'm going to show from the front. Relax, take a malasana. I'm going to show one more time, and then we'll try it maybe again on this side just for a moment, a couple breaths. So sometimes we approach this pose this way, right, with the leg back. We're not doing that right now. We're bringing the leg out to the side. And then, as this leg lifts up, it acts as a crane, because they're connected, right, to lift your other hip up. And it's a sneaky way to trick your body. If maybe you've been scared of handstand, the sitting bones literally pull you up, like they have helium balloons on them. Try one more time. Or hold doggy on a hydrant. You're doing great work. Yeah. Yeah, Andres, nice. Nice, Jane. Yeah. Oh, this is so much better. Okay, homework, because this is so fun. If you have a door frame, I have like a big arch. My home was built in the 50s, so it has this big wide arch. But if you have like a big door frame, Cindy, those French doors might work if you open them up. What you can do as homework is plant your hands and then hop with both legs out and find that abduction, that glute activation, and you're gonna try to wedge your ankles as you hop up right into the door frame and press out into it. So if there was a door frame here, I'd be pressing out into it. And you might teach yourself how to hold a handstand and be able to take your feet off the door. Let's let go of that for now. Come into Padangustasana. Bring your feet 2 fist widths apart. Grab your big toes. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, fold. I'll have to do like a Instagram post or something of that if you're like, what is she talking about? I'll try to make a little video. So 3 slow breaths, knees bent or straight. Just let your spine pour forward out of the pelvis. Let go of your toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Left on top of right, eagle, either big hug or grab your left wrist. So you've got your left arm on top, good. Now lift your right foot up and wrap your right leg at the root of the thigh once, or wrap it again at the lower leg twice. Garudasana. Lower your belly onto your right thigh and look out beyond your fingers a little ways. Good. As you inhale, lift your torso. Exhale here. We're going to take one more breath and then open our big eagle wings and legs and fly into Ardha Chandrasana. Wee, soar through the space, eat up space, get huge. Yeah. So can you push off of that right heel and from there lengthen the base of the spine a bit. Decompress your hips. Amazing. Stay here or bend your knee, grab your ankle and kick. Chapasana. Oh, these look so good. Your feet are right behind your hips. Nicely done. Now slowly, we're gonna release into dog on a fire hydrant. So feel free, I like to use 2 tall blocks. Use a water bottle, use whatever you've got. Bend your knees if you need, right? Bend both. Or maybe just bend the right, or maybe straighten both. Now if your leg's back here, I want you to bring it in front of you. Yeah, if you had a tutu on, a big starched tutu, yeah, the leg would be in the front half of this tutu circle shape, not in the back, not back here. It's here in front of you, in front of you. 3 more breaths. Stay here or plant your hands, look forward, lift the thigh, and it'll lift your other sitting bone up because they're attached, right? So as you lift your right up, it's like there's a helium balloon on either sitting bone, and you just float up into that handstand. Yeah. Some of you can bring that leg a little more in front of you, like towards your right shoulder. That's it, Lula. Knee towards wall, towards armpit. Yeah, that way. Good, good. Okay, amazing. When you're ready, come on back to a standing forward fold. And if you're not ready, that's just one of the beauties of practicing at home, is that you can let those tendrils of curiosity unfurl and then join back with us, merge back into the group flow when you're ready. Yeah, I encourage you to do that. It's completely fine by me. So toes to wrists, Padahastasana. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, fold. I think it's actually one of the benefits of this time. There's so many challenges during this time of practicing separate but together. Yeah. But it can be nice when your body starts to figure something out, to have your own space to keep following that. Or if you make a connection to something you tried the other week, feel free to follow that connection. Self-inquiry. Svadhyaya. 2 more here. All right, and then slowly, gently release, Malasana. Bring your feet mat's width. Sit down. I'm picking preschools for my 3-year-old, and it's so interesting to learn about all the different approaches, because some of them are very structured, and then some of them give materials and allow the children to be a little more self-guided and start to develop that critical thinking, that creativity, imagination, self-led process, trial and error. That's the one I picked. One more breath here. Plant your hands. Step, hop, or float back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Open your hip and bend your knee. Take a full breath here. As you inhale, straighten your right leg, and as you exhale, step it through for warrior 2. Come on up. Reverse your warrior, and then straighten your right knee, reverse your triangle. Push into the ball of the right foot as you reach up and away from it. Take one more breath here, opening your right ribs. And then as you exhale, reach across and bring your right palm to a block, the shin, or the floor behind you. Lift your left arm up overhead, Trikonasana, triangle pose. 2 more. Bend your right knee as you exhale and find your version of side angle. It could be right forearm to thigh. It could be right hand to the floor. Let's all try a half bind. Maybe flipping the left palm back, folding maybe the hand to the low back or the hand to the right thigh. Find your fit and open your chest. And then if that half bind is feeling pretty good, try a full bind. So either half or full bound side angle. Firm your foundation. Feel down to your feet. Firm your legs. So you have that stable base you can reach and explore. Opening the ribs, opening the shoulders, the chest, the vision. Let it all unfurl from that base. Now keep the half or the full bind. Keep what you've got. Adjust your feet in for half or full bound Trikonasana. So adjust the feet a little closer and then just straighten your right knee. Half or full bound Trikonasana. Now here's the trick. If you're doing Baddha Trikonasana, slide your bind a little closer to the fingertips and up the top of your right thigh. So that's going to lift you, if you're down here, to more of a real triangle, like spine reaching forward. Yeah. And then from here, take one more huge breath in And as you exhale, without flinging, gently release, rebend the right knee. Bring both hands inside of your right foot and wiggle your right foot to the right and lower your left knee to the ground. Did you make it? Okay, good. Yeah, your right foot is forward. Turn your right thigh, toes, knee out. You could put blocks under your hands if you'd like. We're gonna inhale and straighten the right knee as much as you can. It is externally rotated, so it's like a funky version of half Hanuman. And then as you exhale, lunge forward, sink forward, open the hips. You can press your right thigh back, edging to the pinky toe edge of the foot. And then inhale, half Hanuman, just straighten the right knee as much as you can. It doesn't have to be all the way straight. And then exhale, lizard. Do this twice more at your own breath pace. And then stay in lizard. Walk your hands, or if you're on blocks, you could bring them with you to the front left corner. You can stay on the blocks, the palms, or lower to your forearms. You can use your right hand to press your right thigh back, like back towards the back right corner. Yeah. And as you do that, feel the room you have to spread the bottom rib bones away from the top of your pelvis. And slow down and feel. Amazing. Don't worry, we're not frozen. We're all just taking a moment. Slow, deep breaths. Unlocking the hips. Wouldn't be a bad place for the Zoom to freeze. This awesome pose. I shouldn't jinx it though. Come on back to the center. If you're ready. And then pick up your left knee and then scoot your left foot in about 3 feet behind your right. Turn your leg out, your toes out about 30 degrees. You could put a block of any height if you'd like to work with a block inside or for a twistier twist outside of your left foot. And then take your right hand to your sacrum and lengthen. I want you to really push off the back foot, the left foot, to get that length. Yeah, good. And then turn, Parvrita Trikonasana, reach your right arm up. Ah, beautiful, Fran. Yeah, love that. 3 more. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, wringing, soaking and wringing, soaking and wringing. Around you go. Now as you exhale, guide your right hand down and frame up your foot. You can use your blocks under your hands or fingers to the floor, Parsvottanasana. Inhale, look out beyond your mat. And as you exhale, drape over this right leg. If your hands are on blocks, keep them there. If your hands are on the floor, consider, if it works for you, walking your hands back and flipping your fingers towards your left toes. Does that work? Yeah. And then you can stay here the whole time or start to look out at your right big toe. Lift up onto your left ball of the foot and bring your left knee to squeeze into your right. Lower your hips so this right leg is a diagonal pointing back. Look forward, maybe lift your left foot. 2 breaths. Shoulders and core. How's it going? Yeah, good. Okay, find your way back, plank pose, and lower all the way down to your belly. And then inhale, arms straight, palms to the ground, locust. Yep. Thumbs down, pinkies up. Lift your arms and squeeze them in. Upward dog. Downward dog. Take a big breath in through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth. One more. As you inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, open that hip, bend the knee. You got it. Take a full breath here. And inhale, straighten it. Warrior two. Exhale, hug it in, step it through. Right heel down. Right arm windmills you up, overhead, and back. Flip your left palm, reverse warrior, and then plug into the ball of the left foot, straighten the left knee, reverse triangle, breathing open your left ribs. And one more. And then from here, reach out across the room, and let's find triangle pose. Left hand to the shin, the block behind the shin, the floor, and reach your right arm up overhead. Trikonasana. You might experiment with angling the right foot more of a 45 than a 90-degree angle, and feel how that frees up the low spine to lengthen forward out of the pelvis rather than getting a little jammed up. Right? Yeah, good. From here, take a deep breath in, and we'll exhale, bend the left knee. Your side angle, that could be forearm to thigh. That could be hand to the floor. Let's all try a half bind. So flip the right palm, bend the elbow. Maybe your arm is to your low back, or maybe your hand is to your left thigh. Yes, and then open your chest. Maybe it's a full bind. Reaching fingertips or right wrist. Press the front of your pelvis forward, lean your upper back back. Turn your ribs, your chest, your vision to the right. Strong legs. Feel down to your foundation. And rise from there, open from there. Keep the bind or the half bind. You might just adjust, give yourself slack, slide it up, shorten the stance. Bound or half bound, Trikonasana. Lean back with your upper back. Good, unlock your knees and slow down your breath. Take one more huge breath in. And as you exhale, release. Bring both hands inside of your left, bend your left, and lift your right heel. Lower your right knee. Turn your left toes and knee and thigh out. You can have blocks under your hands. We'll sink forward on the exhale. And we'll straighten the left knee as much as we can as we inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. And then hold your lizard. Walk your hands to the right corner. You can put blocks under your hands, palms to the floor, or lower to your forearms. Use your left hand to press your left thigh back and allow your ribs to lengthen out of your pelvis and your chest to turn to the left wall a little. So you're using this hand to open the thigh like a swinging gate. Back behind you. Away from your left ribs. Yeah. Slow down and feel. One more breath. And then slowly guide yourself back to the center. Center your left foot between your two hands. Pick up your right knee and step your feet about 3 feet apart. And your back foot, back leg can turn out about 30 degrees. Looks good. Feel free to grab a block under your right hand, any height inside or outside of the foot. And then take your left hand to your sacrum, push off of your right foot so that you're not starting your revolved triangle here. You'll feel kind of stuck. But instead go forward. Lift your spine so it's parallel to the floor and you really lengthen it. And then turn. And then you'll have so much more space for your shoulder even, not to mention your whole spinal column. Hug your inner thighs in, pull your outer left hip back and turn, soaking and wringing, inhaling and exhaling. So if you're down here still, maybe a block helps you find that lift that you need. It could just be an issue of proportion. Maybe you have really long legs and a short torso. The block, or even just a water bottle or something under your hand might help you. One more breath, wherever you are. And then we'll square it off, place the hands to the blocks or the floor. Parsvottanasana, fold over your leg. If your hands are on blocks, stay there. If they're not, consider spinning your fingertips back, walking your hands back. Stay there or look to your left big toe, pop your right heel, bring your inner knees to squeeze together like you're holding a diamond between them. You can stay here or push into your fingertips and float your right foot. Yes, one more breath. And then find your way back, plank pose. Lower all the way to your belly. Shalabhasana, locust, palms to the ground. Lift your head, chest, and legs. Bend your knees if you want to go on. Grab your outer ankles and kick. Nice, Lise. That's it. One more breath. And then slowly, gently release. Let's stack our hands. Place your forehead on your stacked hands. And then windshield wiper your legs left and right a little. Okay, and then let's come on up to all fours. And if you have props, we'll use them. This is like the dessert pose of the whole practice, in my opinion. I love this pose. So if you have a couple of blocks or even pillows, blocks are better because they're firmer, but whatever you've got, maybe it's like a dictionary, medicine ball, something. If you don't have anything, lie down on your back, do bridge pose with your palms down or interlaced. If you have one of these, grab it, a sandbag or kid's backpack full of books, or like a 5-pound bag of rice works perfect. You don't need this. I'm just mentioning it in case anyone has it. It's such a great prop, and I don't share how to use it very often, but this would be a great pose to use it if you've got it. You could just put it right over the top of your thighs, your lap. Or if you have a kiddo yoga helper, they could stand 1 foot here, 1 foot here, and help you root your sitting bones. You'll also want a strap or a washcloth or something to hold on to that's just a little wider than shoulder's width. So down we go, and if this doesn't look good or feel good for your body, do bridge. You're gonna have one block super high, and it's right at the bottom tips of your shoulder blades or bra line if you wear a bra. And the other block is middle height under the back of your head. And you're gonna be like, why is this harder than just lying flat? It's a pretty strong position. So if it's too much, you can lower this a notch, you can lift this a notch, yeah? Grab your strap or your washcloth, or maybe it's the sweatshirt that you started off the practice wearing, and just pull it apart. and then pull it apart and reach it overhead. And the idea, if you have a sandbag, is that you're getting bottom heavy. You're plugging into the sitting bones, the ischial tuberosities, like you're planting tulip bulbs into the soil. Plug them in, plug them in, plug them in. You want to feel your inner thighs, your groins settle down, like roll in and down towards the ground. And then from that bottom heavy feeling of the hips and the groins, you can lift and open your lungs, and it feels amazing. And if it hurts, if it doesn't feel amazing, try bridge pose instead, okay? Soak it up. 3 more. Can you nod your chin into your chest a little bit? Can you feel your sitting bones left and right? Can you pull the strap apart? All right. Slowly, gently, when you're ready, bring your chin to your chest. Lift yourself up. Amazing. Move all this stuff out of the way. We'll meet up with our friends in bridge, so you can stay there. We're going to do 1 back bend, bridge, maybe bridge to wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana, upright bow, whatever you want to call it. 1 back bend. And then maybe if we have time, we'll move to the wall. We'll see. Okay, so feet to the ground. Roll up. Let's all start in bridge, palms down or interlaced. And then from here, Urdhva Dhanurasana if you want to go on. Stay in bridge if you don't. Fingers towards toes, rise up. Urdhva Dhanurasana, 5 more breaths, wherever you are. And then from here, come on down when you're ready. Take a breath. I think we do have time to go to the wall. So here's what we'll do. I'll show, and then you can try whatever you'd like. I want to just do a couple inversions, or a minute or 2 to get upside down. So if you have a wall space, now I'm using, this is like not a wall, it's a shelf, so I wouldn't recommend this at home. Because maybe you have something glass on your shelf, like don't do what I'm doing. I'm just doing this so you can see from the angle of where my camera is. And I don't have anything glass up there. Don't worry. Okay, so what you'll do if you'd like is set up with your elbows at the edge of your mat and then kick on up into pincha. I'll show this whole thing if you want to give it a try. So you can stay here the whole time, push down into your forearms. Or you can bring the other foot to your wall, and then the other toes can curl down to the baseboard, and maybe you get your shin to the wall. And then if your shin is on the wall, you can push into this one's heel, the other one, and use that to open up your chest. And then that might give you space to get your foot to the ground. And then that might give you space to lift the leg. Now you could stay here the whole time. Right? You want to do both sides. You could also, I don't know, I'm not going to do it, but maybe some of you, bring your foot in close enough that you grab it with your hands. In another lifetime, right? Like the shin that's down the wall, you hop it in a few times and you grab it with your hands on your forearms. Okay, so you're gonna wanna be like the right distance to the wall. That's why I folded my mat in half. So if you're just guesstimating, I would recommend fold your mat in half and really put your elbows at the edge of the mat, because that way you'll have enough space. to go up and over. And make sure you do both sides. This could be pincha, this could be, yeah, nice, Andres, that's it. Your Ekapada Viparita Dandasana, or one-legged forearm wheel. So you're closer to the wall if you're not doing the forearm wheel. Yeah, that's okay if you didn't fold your mat in half. But if you want to do the forearm wheel, I'd recommend that you fold your mat in half. Get a good distance. How's it going? Did you try the other leg? Oh, I want those 15 minutes with you all. I know. When we used to have the 75. We've got to start wrapping it up. So last few breaths here. Last few. Nice, Cindy. Yeah. Wee. Okay, good. So here's what I'd like to do to finish. Come back onto your mat, unfurl it, step away from the wall. I'm going to give you a little spicy core work. I'm going to park you in a restorative, and then I'll log off there. But give yourself a shavasana, okay? So this will give us a little time to release the spine from the back bends. Grab a block. Have it nearby. If you don't have a block, don't worry about it. Come on down onto your back, if you're not already there. And then you're going to rock and roll holding the back of your thighs until you lift into boat pose. Lift your big toes to eye level and let go if you can. Straighten if you can. Navasana. Low boat. Down to the shoulders. Hover the legs. Look to your big toes and press your low back down. And then bend your knees and lift into boat. 3 more. Exhale, low boat. Bend your knees, lift your chest to your thighs, boat. And last time, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stay. Hug your knees in. Grab your block if you have one, or you work with an imaginary block. Longest dimension between your ankles, squeeze your block. Make sure you've got a little room overhead. Press your lower back down, reach your arms up, feet up, squeeze the block. Exhale, lower your arms and legs about halfway. Inhale, lift your head, hold the block with your hands, lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In, out. In, out. 2 more. Hug your knees in, set your block down, grab the backs of your thighs, rock and roll, boat pose. Hold on, let go, bend or straighten. Low boat. Boat. Low boat. Boat. 3 more. Low boat. Boat. Low boat. Boat. Low boat. Boat. Low boat. Hug your knees in. I know it's like Groundhog Day. Grab that block. Bring it in between your ankles. Arms up, legs up. Exhale. Inhale, grab the block with your hands. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Now, grab your block on this long, narrow setting between your inner thighs. Squeeze. Press your lower back down. Spread your toes. Arms down. You're going to pulse your tailbone up 10 times. So squeeze the block, and as you exhale, go straight up to the ceiling. Not to the wall behind you like plow, but straight up to the ceiling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze into the block, 4, finish strong, 3, spread your toes, 2, 1. Move your block, hug your legs in, rock a little left and right. Happy baby. Supta Baddha Konasana. From your happy baby pose, arrange your feet together and down to the floor in front of you. And then you can grab your blocks if you have them, or cushions, pillows, blankets, and put those right underneath your thighs. Lengthen the spine up out of the pelvis. You can give a little press, heel of hand to thigh to find that, facilitate that traction. And then bring your left hand to your belly center, your right hand to your heart center, and close your eyes. Exhale completely. Relax your mula bandha, your pelvic floor, relax your abdomen. Inhale down to your belly, diaphragmatic breath. Exhale from your chest to your belly. Inhale, let that breath wash like a giant wave, belly to heart. And exhale, heart to belly. Deep breath in, breathing from your abdomen up to your heart center. Deep breath out from your heart to your belly. We're going to take one more breath together to seal our practice. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. I'm going to log off here. You can stay in Baddha Konasana. You can extend your legs and move into Shavasana. Thank you all so much for being here. Such beautiful practice. So nice to gather. Enjoy your Sunday. I'll see you same time, same place next week. And I'll try to remember to put up a little post about the door frame straddle handstand. That'll be a fun homework assignment. Thank you, Jane. Namaste.